Whoo! What's going on, YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. So, here's something. I decided to make a new knife in my basement. I picked up another 1x30 grinder. It's a Rikon. The thing is pretty cool. It's a good little grinder. Not exactly what I need for making knives, but making a knife, it's easy to do. So I needed to practice, so I grabbed some new belts, some grinding belts, and I took a piece of steel that I had, A32 high carbon steel, and I decided this one's been laying around. It had, like, you can see this right here. That was in the steel. That was in the steel right there. It was chunked up. It was pretty bad as far as cosmetics. The steel was no good. So I thought it would be perfect to make a knife. And I said to myself, since it's already kind of ugly, why not make an ugly Betty? So that's what I did. Combat knife in mind, I said I could do that. I took some jade scales. We're talking, this thing overall thickness is only 7/16. We're looking at an eighth thickness in the steel. It's A36. That's what the steel is. And I blew it to hide some of the Ugly Betty imperfections. But to match it, what I did is I did an Ugly Betty type right here. I just did a little grind, I made it comfortable. And you can see I contoured very, very nicely. But I left the scratches in there. I didn't buff them out, or I didn't polish it. I didn't do anything really nice to the scales because I wanted it to match this. I figured it's going to look pretty cool, and it does. It's actually very comfortable, and you can see that is super sharp on 3 different angles. Now, the hardness on this, I didn't go too crazy with it. We're looking at probably 52 to 55, maybe closer to 52 as far as the hardness is concerned. I didn't do a final stropping or anything, so I don't know how crazy sharp it is. I didn't test it or anything. I wonder if oh, well, look at that. Look at that. So I guess I did enough because it shaved sharp. Not too bad. Not too bad. I didn't even finish up the blade yet. So let's see. I'm gonna probably cut. Oh, hey, that's pretty sharp too. What about this part? That's pretty sharp too. Okay, so I guess I did a better job than I thought on giving it an edge. I didn't know that I made it razor sharp all the way around. Well, I guess I did. I was just doing a first once over on the edge, so I guess it came out pretty nice. But the main thing for this blade is a combat poker. This is not going to be a woodsman's knife. It's too soft for that. But as a fighting knife, a self-defense knife, this thing, whoo-wee, this thing is all that it could and should be. And it came out pretty cool, man. It came out pretty cool. It's the first time I decided to do a grind like this, where I did a 3-step, right? So I did a Tonto style clip where it's just flat, but then you can see here is an arched belly to match the arched belly here, or arched spine to match the arched belly. Really, really nice. Got this one little flat spot for putting your thumb or your finger, whatever you're going to do, even if you wanted to not cut the palm of your hand when you're doing a hook strike. All in all, I did aluminum pins, and this is Jade G10. Not so bad. This little area right here is my guard. So basically, all this knife is a quick backstrike, backswing, foreswing type of absolute skin devastator. And it's exactly what this is made for. If you're wearing your leather coat, boom, I'm going right through you. I don't care. I made this for no other purposes. This is not a chopper. This is not a feather sticker. This is not anything else. This is not your survival knife. This is your street survival knife, not your woods survival knife. But I want to go see, I mean, I didn't realize how sharp it was. We just found that out. Let's see what else I can do as far as sharpness. Almost forgot. I did the measurements. I think I did a 6.5-inch blade. It's a 6.5-inch blade with a 5-inch grip. So 11.5 inches overall. All right, so it is very, very cold out here, and it is very, very windy, and I have this nice thick foam. I just want to do a couple of slashes, and holy mackerel, that was pretty nice. That was just a quick one. I'm gonna do a little back cut. Oh my gosh, I gotta go a little deeper, but I'm just flicking it. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, there it is. That's the back cut right there. This was the first cut. That's the back cut that I literally just, look at, let's see if I could just take a corner. This thing is super sharp. Back cut, front cut, going straight through. Now, this isn't some knife I have on display that's first, oh my gosh, that back cut is devastating. Some knife I have that is going as far as like a big seller. This isn't something I'm mass producing or anything. This is something I had a piece of chunk steel just sitting in my basement. Man, it's cold out here. And I decided, oh, I'm gonna make a knife with that thing and give that steel a little use and use it as a practice piece. Turns out that practice piece came out pretty damn cool. That's very, very cool. Woo-wee! And the basic reason for all this is to say, guys, anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You can make your own ugly Betty. All you need is a 1x30 belt grinder. You could pick one up right at Harbor Freight. And I used a 26 grit to really get the steel down. Once I had a 50 grit and it was working. Once I moved on to the 26 grit, man, steel started flying. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I don't have my tripod out here because I wasn't really expecting to do anything. So I'm just going to have to, let's see, do I have that in there? Let's do a couple of 4-foot drops. Boop. I can't see anything because of glare. But look at that, it's just falling nice. Like I said, 2 aluminum pins, JB Weld. That's all that's holding that grip on there. It is. That's all that's holding that grip on there. Bam! That thing. Holy moly. This thing is sweet. All right, so I need to find a way. I am freezing my gonads off. Let's find a way to get this thing, get you guys posted up here so we can do a little bit of something. Something anyway. All right. Let's see. There we go. So there's the thick nylon rope. Man, you guys are falling down. It is so damn cold, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is cold, cold. Oh, and I told you it's not your feather sticking knife and it's not your survival camp knife. But like I always say, as long as you put an edge on something, it's gonna work. If it's all you have and you're trapped out in the woods, can you survive with it? That is the question. Of course you can. Of course you can. Let's try that. Hopefully I'll get you guys in there this time. Let's try this right here on the spine. Oh my gosh, that spine is crazy sharp. Crazy sharp. So does it do all that? Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh man. Look at this. Guys, this is a puncher stabber self-defense knife that I made. I'll have to make a sheath so I can carry it. But in a pinch, if I need to survive other than in the streets, can I use this beast of a blade? Yeah, I think so. I think, look at this, man. All right, I did a good job on the edge, and the edge isn't even honed in yet. It's not even honed in yet, boys and girls. it's there. I wonder if, hey, you guys could even see. All right, let's try and back up a little bit here. It didn't get all the way around. It didn't get all the way around. Oh! God, I'm missing. I actually hit the tip that time, but it was way at the end. All right, let's see. Let's see. I gotta practice getting it on target. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna end up just breaking my scales off. So that's what it would look like if it stuck. I wonder if I could pry a little with it. It's kind of soft, so I don't even know if I should try and pry with it because I'll probably break it. Let's see. All these held on. Nothing came off. It's all still looking good. And again, it's not a chopper. It's not made for stuff like what I'm doing. It's made for defense, right? But I can't go through life without throwing it. All right, so wow, that bite is serious. Yeah, I did a little dent in the tip. Little dent in the tip, but it's soft and it's not made for this. So was that okay to happen? Yeah, I really don't care. I don't care about that because it's not what it's made for. And just like that, I'm able to get that tip back to where it was. Bada boom, bada bing. So, all in all, can you make your own knives at home? Can you get yourself a 1x30 and make yourself something that you can actually defend yourself with in a fight? You could put inside your house somewhere, and if somebody comes in, you can give them the old what's for. Absolutely. And if you want to make knives, it's a great way to practice, man. Just start out by making your own stuff, and it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I use super glue to glue it, and then what I did is I blued the whole thing, then I did a little regrind. Then when it was off a little bit, I put tape over the area that I wanted to totally blue, and then I wanted to be left unblued, and then I blued the rest. So that's cool. That's cool. This is my little dbad Ugly Betty, and it might be ugly, but it works. I don't know what the hell the dogs are barking at. I'm trying to see. You can't really see you can't even see any tip damage. I bent it and then bent it right back. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So, but again, boom, skin. That is not going to be a problem. That is not going to be a problem at all. It's not going to bend going through that. Not at all. So, that's it. Guys, if you want to make your own knives, get yourself a little grinder and practice, practice, practice. And eventually, who knows, you might come out with something that's cool looking and something that works. This is going to be a nice little defense knife. I think I did all right. All right, so we're going to get back on track with actual knives made by other knife makers that aren't just self-defense, that are properly hardened. This one's only semi-hardened, and we're gonna make life happen. All right, so that's it. That's the dbad Ugly Betty. Speaking of Ugly Betty, woohoo, dbad himself. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.